Guess who's back again. I'm back. Me, I am still alive. I am uploading to this channel again, hopefully. Sorry I've been gone. That's all I ever say. But I'm back again with some smashing content coming up. Starting with my reaction to the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer and a bit of talk about the Eternals trailer that I was supposed to react to last week. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So now then, ladies and gents, and welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all having a smashing day, just like myself. As always, I am your humble host, Bryn Williams. And in today's video, we are going to be reacting to the brand new Spider-Man No Way Home trailer that came out at like 2:30, 3 AM last night. And also, we're going to talk about the Eternals trailer that came out a couple of days ago as well. So, starting with Spider-Man No Way Home, just before I get into the reaction, I want to talk a little bit about the comings and goings with this film. We've been waiting for a trailer for fucking forever, and I mean fucking forever. Sorry if I get demonetized, I don't earn any money off this anyway. We've been waiting for the trailer for forever. I've seen numerous fake trailers on YouTube of a guy recording the phone, and like Inception, on and on and on and on. It finally got leaked the day before it came out, Thursday evening. Is it Thursday evening? What am I saying? Sunday. It got leaked. Yeah, it got leaked Sunday afternoon sometime. I had a quick peek at it, but people that are complaining that it's a massive leak for the trailer really cannot see anything. But the guy who leaked the trailer has his watermark all over the thing. He was a VFX artist on Thor Ragnarok, so Disney have obviously sent him an early copy of this trailer, and somehow it got released. So not good. But hopefully there's a lot of hype around this film, especially seeing the other two Spider-Men if they turn up. We already know that Alfred Molina has been cast as Dr. Octopus, who we haven't seen since the first Spider-Man 2. Electro is played by Jamie Foxx, who we haven't seen since Amazing Spider-Man 2. This is all tied into the whole multiverse. This is supposed to be what Kevin Feige described as part 2 of the 3-part saga, starting with WandaVision, Spider-Man No Way Home, and Doctor Strange into the Multiverse of Madness, dealing with multiverse and stuff. So I'm really hyped for this. I hope we see a little bit of Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire, and there's also been a bit of a tease about Matt Murdock as well, being Daredevil, Charlie Cox, Matt Murdock as well. So in 3, 2, 1, go. Dun, dun, dun. Oh! I knew Doctor Strange was in this, but
oh, look at this. This is a good one. Some suggest that Parker's powers include the male spider's ability to hypnotize females.
Stop, come on.
Yes, my spider lord.
Can you just like stay up here all day?
pretty good.
It's so crazy down there.
That's right, folks.
So this is the end of Spider-Man 2.
Listen, did not kill
Far
the
From
drone.
Home.
The drones did.
The drones that are yours.
Does any part of you feel relieved about all this?
What do you mean?
So I'm just going to pause it there quick, mainly for copyright, so I get copyrighted. This is obviously carrying on from Far From Home. The post-credit scene, after Mysterio dies, he records a video of Spider-Man being Peter Parker, sends it to J. Jonah Jameson, also played by the amazing J.K. Simmons, who played him in the original Spider-Man trilogy with Tobey Maguire. He leaks it while MJ and Peter are kind of having like a date night. And everybody now knows his secret identity. So this is kind of dealing with everybody knowing his secret identity of him being Peter Parker, or him being Spider-Man as well, I should say. So this is all the fallout from it, I gather. So it's interesting to see how the world reacts to him being Spider-Man, because really, this is the MCU is one of those series where everybody knows who their alter ego is. Like everybody knows Tony Stark is Iron Man, everybody knows Steve Rogers is Captain America, everybody knows Bruce Banner is the Hulk. Everybody knows this. Everybody knows who Doctor Stephen Strange is. Like we don't really have secret identities in the MCU really, and one person that does have a secret identity has kind of got theirs exposed everywhere, and he's being blamed for killing the hero, the Messiah from Far From Home, Mysterio. So yeah, let's carry on.
Now that everybody knows, you don't really have to hide or lie to people.
For the record, I never wanted to lie to you. But how do you tell someone that you're Spider-Man?
Ooh.
Now everybody knows. But this isn't about me. This is hurting a lot of people.
Hey, Ned.
I've just been thinking about how to fix all of this.
So, Peter.
Yes.
Pleasure.
I'm sorry to bother you, sir.
Please, we saved half the universe together. I think we're beyond you calling me sir.
Okay, Steven.
That feels weird, but I'll allow it.
When Mysterio...
Oh, I can't wait. I love Doctor Strange in the MCU. Benedict Cumberbatch is an actual god. I love that he's taken over kind of like the Iron Man mentor type role from Tony Stark. He's going to be like Peter's new mentor, and I love it because he's so similar to Tony. It's unbelievable. Like character-wise, they're both like big dickheads, and I think they have realised that their life is worth more than just money, riches, women, talent, things like that. And I think it will really pay off in this film.
Mysterio revealed my identity, my entire life got screwed up. I was wondering if maybe you could make it so that he never did.
Yes.
Strange.
Don't cast that spell. It's too dangerous. Fine. I won't. The entire world is about to forget that Peter Parker is Spider-Man.
Wait, everyone? Can't some people still know?
That's not how the spell works.
So MJ's gonna forget about everything we've ever been through?
Stop tampering with the spell.
Oh my god, Ned, he's my best friend. Oh, my Aunt May should really
Stop talking.
Oh shit! Here comes the multiverse. The fuck happened?
What just happened?
We tampered with the stability of space-time.
Time continuum. Yeah.
Multiverse is a concept about which we...
So, did he really open the multiverse, or did Loki do it? Because Loki opened the multiverse in the Loki TV series. Spoilers if you haven't seen that series, but I assume most people that are watching this trailer already have. Did Loki do it? Did Wanda do it? Did Doctor Strange do it in this film? Nobody's really given us a straight answer so far. So, it'd be interesting to learn. If Doctor Strange did open the portal to all the multiverses, then I suppose it works. Maybe Loki opened the multiverse and Doctor Strange is the only one that can shift between the different multiverses, the different universes and such. I don't know. I'm not really that up to date on multiverse stuff. Ooh, is that Electro?
The problem is
Bum,
you trying to
bum.
live two different lives.
Oh, what the fuck is that? What is that on his hand? I have no clue what that is at all.
The longer you
Oh,
do it, the
Iron
more
Spider
dangerous
suit.
it becomes.
Oh, Happy's in this one as well. That's cool.
Be careful what you wish for, Parker.
So cool. Alfred Molina.
Hello,
Peter. So good. Fucking sick. I cannot wait for this. I am so looking at let's get this PS5 advertisement off the screen. I'm now PC Master Race.
PlayStation or Xbox?
PC.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
you're a PC gamer.
Yeah.
Let's just go back to this scene. That looks fucking sick. I gotta be honest. I love all the multiverse stuff. I think that Marvel is going down that route. That's going to be the next big thing. Like they've done the Infinity Saga, now it's going to be the multiversal saga. We've got Kang in Loki, or He Who Remains / Kang. Is a different variant of Kang, obviously. Seeing somebody like that who's gone through the different multiverses and lived different lives and talks about the multiversal war and stuff. It looks really good, and seeing more multiversal stuff in this and then going into multiverse madness is going to be cool. I wonder if Wanda's going to show up in this. It would be interesting if she did. So this like towards the end, maybe post-credit scene, or whatever, to set up Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. I just can't wait to see Toby and Andrew if they're in this film. Like, honestly, I would love their versions of Peter Parker. I want this to be the live-action Spider-Verse. Just like Into the Spider-Verse was an amazing film with an amazing cast, an amazing heart in the middle of that story. This is exactly what I want this to be. This could be the last Spider-Man movie we get in the MCU. As far as we know, there's literally this film and one more Avengers team-up film left on the MCU Sony deal, and then from then on they're kind of going to phase him back into the Sonyverse with Venom and Morbius and everything else. So let's find out. Let's see what happens. I'm really excited for this film. December 17th, I think that's the same date here, day and date in the UK, so you'll be seeing a review from me some way, somehow, because I'll be really excited to talk about it. So, now that we've talked about this film, let's move on to the Eternals. This is something that I wanted to do a trailer reaction for this as well, but at the time I was kind of busy setting up some other things for the channel, and by the time I'd got round to having time to do the reaction, it was like a day or 2 days late, and I was like, there's no point now. So I thought I'd just bundle it in with this and we'd talk a little bit about it. So let's move on to the Eternals trailer. So I'm just going to kind of like pause it and break down bits and bobs that I know and what sounds interesting, and we'll go from there. When this wants to Salma Hayek.
5 years ago, Thanos erased half of the population of the universe. But the people of this planet brought everyone back with a snap of a finger.
Yep.
The sudden return of the population provided the necessary energy for the emergence to begin.
So I don't know if the emergence is the emergence of the deviants, or the emergence of the Eternals coming back into the world, or if it's the emergence of mutants. I haven't got Scooby-Doo. The emergence is very, what's the word, loose terminology. It could be anything really. But it looks pretty cool, and I love the fact that they're tying the Snap and the Infinity Saga into the way the Eternals are coming back, which we'll talk a little bit more about later because they have a line about it.
How long do we have?
7 days.
I love the fact that he's keeping his accent as well. I love, why is his name escaping me? His name has escaped me. Rob Stark. Richard Madden. I love Richard Madden. He was great in Game of Thrones. I love that he usually has to have an English accent or American accent. I love that he's just keeping a Scottish accent. And I love the fact this is directed by now Oscar award-winning Chloe Zhao. I still haven't seen Nomadland. This might be something it'll probably be something I watch tonight after I finish this video and a couple of other ones. So I'm really looking forward to see what her directing style and things like that are before we see the Eternals. So yeah, let's get back on with it. Marvel Studios.
We're Eternals. We came here 7,000 years ago.
Yep.
To protect humans from the deviants.
Like I say, anytime I see eye lasers, I get giddy. I love Superman. I love Henry Cavill's Superman. And just Richard Madden as Icarus is like, it just reminds me of Superman. It's so sick. Yeah.
Why didn't you guys help fight Thanos? Or any war, or all the other terrible things throughout history?
We were instructed not to interfere in any human conflicts unless deviants are involved.
I'm not sure how I feel about it. I think them not being allowed to fight unless deviants are involved is pulled straight from the comics. They're only allowed to fight deviants. That's all they're there for. That's what the Celestials did. They came for all of you that know nothing about the Celestials, I've done a little bit of research. I've watched a couple of videos, read some articles on the comics and things like that. The Celestials are basically like gods in. I know there's different gods. You've got like Odin and all that, but they can go from planet to planet and they cause creation themselves. Basically, they were involved with another group whose name I can't remember off the top of my head. They disagreed on points about the first universe that was made, and they were there to protect it. The Celestials disagreed with their brothers essentially, and then they fought the Celestial War essentially, and the Celestials won out. So what they do now is they go from planet to planet, test the life on the planet, and they conduct tests and experiments and stuff. And on Earth they affected the genomes of the apes that were on the planet at the time. This is kind of like a evolution type of it's another allegory to like evolution type of thing. So the Eternals were given superpowers, experimented on the Deviants and gave them the Deviant gene, and the Deviants are kind of like evil versions of the Eternals. They all have mutations and such, and then they also put mutations inside other apes, so when it could get activated later along the timeline, so they could become X-Men. So that's how the X-Men background and the X-Men storyline ties into the Eternals, the Celestials and the Deviants. Thanos has a Deviant gene as well, but I don't know if that's something that's going to come up in the MCU. I've heard rumours that Thanos is going to be in the Eternals. So, pretty cool. New mythology to the MCU. Skrulls and Captain Marvel and stuff. I love the space-based stuff of the MCU more than anything. I'm a massive Star Wars fan. I love anything sci-fi, and the sci-fi parts of the MCU are my favourite. There was the space and all that. I like the mystical and the wizards, and like the Blade, vampire, werewolf side of it, and I also like the Earth-based side of it. I like Captain America and Iron Man and Hulk and all that. But the space stuff, just there's unlimited possibilities when you go to space. There's unlimited possibilities exploring the universe and multiverses and things like that. And it's just so cool. Right, I've talked enough. Let's play a bit more of the trailer.
By who?
There's Erisham the Judge. So, coming back to what I said about the Celestials, once they'd made their experiments, they leave the planet and then they come back and they judge whether their experiment on the planet has worked. They go from, like I say, from planet to planet, creating and experimenting and stuff. If the population is good, they'll save the planet and they'll let the planet go on and do what it needs to do. Leave it alone. If the planet is bad, then the Celestials wipe the planet and start again. Eventually life starts again, and then they go back and experiment again, and the cycle continues and continues. I heard a rumour about the Deviants are only going to be in the first part of the film, like when they're first made Eternals and they're going to fight the Deviants, and then the rest of the film is all about standing up to the Celestials and saying like, this planet deserves life. Look at all the heroes that were created, all the heroes, not just Eternals that have stood up, but just normal, everyday, average people that have stood up and fought beings like Thanos and Ultron and Loki and the Chitauri and all these like major Marvel villains, and have stood up to them without actually really having any superpowers. These are just normal people that have been, some of them given superpowers, and Tony Stark's place, he's just made himself an AI suit, AI controlled Iron Man suit. So I like that idea that they will eventually go and like try and talk the Celestials out of destroying Earth, which is pretty cool, and hopefully we get a bit of Galactus. So on the trailer,
We need to find the others.
I haven't seen some of them for centuries.
I love him in Dunkirk.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
This is what the end of the world looks like. At least we have front row seats.
You know what's never saved the planet? Your sarcasm.
So cool. Yeah.
We've loved these people.
And look at all that. This guy over here, whose real name, actor name, and his character name escapes me, but he's the first LGBTQIA representation in the MCU, I believe. There may have been something in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or what have you, but on the main MCU movies and timeline and what have you, he's the first representation for LGBTQIA+. So it's really nice that everybody's getting represented. We've obviously got Shang-Chi coming out in a couple of weeks, and it's just nice that everybody gets to have a superhero movie and a superhero they can call their own from their own backgrounds. And it's really nice that we get all this different type of representation. But yeah, I love that there's a massive amount of representation that's coming into the MCU. It's just so good for a lot of people. So yeah, let's move on to the trailer.
Since the day we arrived, when you love something, you protect it.
Ooh. It's just like the cinematography in this is gorgeous. Like, it's so good. Kumail Nanjiani.
You can't protect any of them.
So good. Can I just say quickly before I let the title card bit play, it's nice to see Angelina Jolie back in like big blockbuster films. Like, I haven't seen a lot of her. I haven't watched a lot of Angelina Jolie movies since, like, you're talking like Soul and The Changeling around that time. Like, since then she's just kind of dropped off the map, and then she's had Those Who Wish Me Dead earlier this year, the Blu-ray's coming out in a week or two that I'm really looking forward to watch, and then you've got The Eternals as well, and it just it's really nice to see her back on the big screen. We've missed like seeing Angelina Jolie in like an action film or a blockbuster film or what have you, and just to see her in something like this, you just know that she's put some absolute thought into this one, especially with it being directed by Chloe Zhao. So yeah, I've just started editing this video and I realised I made a tiny oopsie when I was talking about Angelina Jolie. I forgot that she was in two of the biggest films of the past few years, well, biggest Disney films, Maleficent and Maleficent 2, Mistress of Evil. That's a mistake on my part, and I forgot she did quite a lot of directing over the past couple of years, so that's why we haven't seen her on screen as much. But other than that, it's really nice to see her back. So yeah, back to myself. Let's play the last couple of bits. Ooh.
I bet you've built the perfect safe house. Well, what's this even made of? Vibranium?
Oh shit.
Fall collection.
IKEA. November 5th. Remember the 5th of November. So yeah, ladies and gents, I really like this trailer. This trailer, when I watched it, I was really hyped for it. I think the first one, a lot of people disliked the first one because it was literally just saying like Eternals exist. It wasn't like saying what the story of the film's about. It's just like Eternals exist, there you go, that's your trailer, done. I did like the first trailer. I like the End of the World song and like showing that they've had influence over history, and all that was good. But this is a better trailer. This explains a lot more about what the plot's going to be. It shows you a lot more of the characters, especially Richard Madden's character. Brian Tyree Henry, who I was trying to think of earlier, is the first LGBTQIA representation. That's it really, ladies and gents. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. I know this one's a little bit on the long side, but I had quite a lot to talk about when it comes to these two trailers, because obviously I am a massive Marvel geek, if you haven't already realised. As per usual, don't forget to go follow me on all my socials. I've got YouTube, I've got Facebook, I've got Twitter, I've got Instagram, I've got YouTube that you're watching me on. So if you wouldn't mind, go and follow me on my socials. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you like the content I'm putting out. I've got some great videos coming out this week. I've got hopefully a Free Guy, The Suicide Squad James Gunn's version, and a Snake Eyes review coming out sometime this week. And then we have a big surprise, something I've been working on for a very long time, coming out in the next fortnight to 3 weeks. So look out for all of that. So as per usual, ladies and gents, don't forget to drop down in the comments which of these two you're excited for. What are you liking the look of the most? Is it Eternal, Spider-Man? I know a lot of people are going to go straight to Spider-Man because they're looking for Toby and Andrew. So Just bang it all down in the comments. Are you glad to see me back? Are you just waiting for me to disappear again? Let me know all that. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I shall see you in a bit. Goodbye.